Hey everyone, it's Linda Light. It's Friday and today is feeling pretty good. Yesterday, it just felt like 2 days. I was gonna say yesterday was 2 days ago, and then I realized what I was saying is yesterday actually felt like 2 days. Yesterday morning was that time jump that I did, or time collapsing, or reset, or personal reset is the way I like to phrase it. It sounds best that way. Anyway, welcome if you're new to my channel. I'm really glad to have you guys here. I've got a couple of interesting updates and some perspectives I want to give you for today going into the weekend. I'm actually taking the entire weekend off. I'll get into that in a minute, but I just wanted to see if everybody else was feeling the same kind of calm and stillness that I'm feeling today. And yesterday, well, actually, a couple of days ago, I posted a video that was called The Calm Before the Storm. And that's really what it was feeling like. The energies were ramping up. I think it was coming off of a major wave. And so it just felt like everything kind of settled down. And today I'm getting that feeling again. It's really settled down. I don't know if you guys are feeling that, or if you're still getting through some of the ascension symptoms or activations, or what you're going through, but let me know. I do get to read every comment. I'm sorry if I don't respond to everyone. I'm trying, really trying. It's just getting really busy and I'm overwhelmed by the response. Thank you all very much. So I did get a chance to watch a couple of videos about the CMEs from the sun and the solar flares and the things that are expected to hit tomorrow being at their peak. And of course, tomorrow is a really big day for me and my family and my loved ones, because it is it's the 1 year anniversary of the death of my son. And I'm still processing and releasing things. Actually, I've been doing pretty good. I really have. But coming up on an anniversary like that is a lot. And to think of the solar flares hitting really hard tomorrow, whew, it's going to be an emotional day, I'm sure. So I just decided I'm going to, take off. I'm just going to, shut down. And I was doing that kind of earlier this week. I announced that I was going to close down personal sessions after the equinox and just take some time. And I really kind of jumped the gun on that, because I get so much out of helping people. I really do. And providing free content on here is really, when I started, is Spirit wanted me to do it. If you go back and watch my earlier videos, I just started on February 10th uploading. If you go back and watch them, you'll see I'm not really comfortable in front of the camera. I'm getting more comfortable. I'm watching my speech too. I'm becoming more comfortable, but initially Spirit had me actually go out to open mic nights and perform my poetry, which a couple of the places was just not the one's not the right venue. One of them was pretty good, and I actually enjoyed it. I mean, I might go back again, but I'll go back when it's a poetry event, not like a musical event where they're expecting rock and roll and I'm doing spiritual slam poetry or something. That was kind of funny. So anyway, my intention was to provide free content about spiritual information. It's just what Spirit wanted me to do. So instead of just staying behind the scenes and writing blogs and spreading my message of teach peace quietly over the years from behind the computer, Spirit had another idea. The universe wanted me out there. And so that's why I started this. But in the meantime, as it's getting busier, I do need to get paid, and the sessions are a way of getting personal and helping you on a personal level. I used to provide sessions at the wellness center that I was at, and when I rented office space, and at that point, it was good to work on a one-on-one level. But I decided this week, I had just needed, sometimes you need to just shut that down for a little bit, and you need to go within and take the energy for yourself. And I do give an awful lot of energy out during sessions. So I had decided this week I was going to shut them down after the equinox. But I woke up this morning feeling like, you know what? I felt good again. I felt like I was balanced. I was centered. I had a calm, peaceful awakening. Well, not awakening, but you know, I woke up this morning. I awakened this morning peacefully. And usually I wake up grumbling, like, oh, back here again. So I don't know. I guess I just intuitively know that things are going to be getting better, and we're all going to see that for the collective. I don't feel like it's just something that's in a personal reset. I feel like it's going to be for everybody, because I live for all. If I do well, that's great, but if everybody's suffering, I can't live. I can't be happy if people are suffering. That's just not in my nature. So waking up and knowing that intuitively that things are going to be getting better for all of us, I just feel it. So I hope you guys are feeling it too. And if you're not, just try to suspend disbeliefs of judging. I know the past behavior is a good predictor of future outcomes and all of that. Well, it didn't happen before, or this was delayed before, or things like that. I know that's the best predictor of future behaviors is past behaviors. But if you can just suspend disbeliefs and suspend that for just a little bit, and just try to focus on the things that you want, not the things that you've been disappointed by in the past. Just, eyes straight ahead, moving forward. And if something doesn't work the way you want to, look at it as falling forward. That's the best analogies that we can have, is falling forward, and just keep going. So making time for yourself to go within is really, really important, even if it's just a few minutes. I said before, and I'll say it again, I'll keep saying this one. When you go to the bathroom, you're cleaning your physical body. So why not clean your spiritual body at the same time? While you're going to the bathroom, you have a couple minutes. So don't tell me you don't have time. I hear people say all the time that they don't have time. I don't believe it for a second. You have time to go number 1 and number 2 and number 3 these days. So if you have time in the bathroom, you have time for your thoughts. I mean, what else is so important that you could be thinking about while you're in there? That you can't think about cleansing all your bodies instead of just your physical body. I mean, why are you going to think about what you're going physically? You kind of do that automatically, right? So why not take a couple breaths and bring in some white light, bring it in through the top of your head, cleanse your body. Why not? And there's one other spiritual little nugget that I want to throw out there for you guys, because as the inner poles have shifted and are shifting within everybody, and you start to recognize that, divine masculine, divine feminine, kind of blending, becoming whole. This one's being empowered, that one's being empowered. Well, they're blending, they're becoming one. So as that's happening, and as your chakras are collapsing and all these different things are happening, try to imagine, when people talk about the energy coming up through the root chakra, and it comes up and you go chakra number 1, chakra number 2. We'll flip that now. I've been teaching this one for a couple of years myself for my personal clients. Try to bring the light in through here. Work with your crown chakra, then your pineal gland, then your throat, then your heart. Try to balance it so you're not just coming from a below, that you're also coming from above. And the energies go this way. So take your figure 8 analogy. All right, I'll give you one more. You'll love this one. This is great. This is coming to me now. So when you're talking to a person, there's an energy exchange. So energy's coming out and going to the other person. And think of it like a figure 8. Do-do-do, do-do-do. It should be an equal exchange of energy. And we'll often find a lot of times that people drain us. They drain our energy. So they might be taking your energy without the give. But it should be a horizontal flow of a figure 8, back and forth, right? Pretty easy concept. What's happened is, and think of it like, so I'll go sideways to this. So the horizontal figure 8 during the ascension is flipping up. It's going horizontal to vertical. So everything now is going this way, from the earth to above. So now you're at the center, your heart center, your galactic cord, your high heart center is all encased at the center of an infinity, going up and down, an infinity symbol. And when it locks into place and you get that, that's when you have, a lot of times, a lot of you probably have already felt this, but the ones who are just learning this stuff, that's when you have the aha moment that you are connected. It clicks in, it locks in. You're connected to an eternal source of energy that you don't need to take it from anybody else. And a lot of times we think, when you start learning the concept of energy vampires or people taking your energy unconsciously, they don't mean to do it. So when you get that concept, it's like you're reclaiming your own personal power. You stop doing that. So you start to recognize, and you don't do it consciously a lot of times. You don't realize if you're dominating a conversation, or you're cutting people off, or you're devaluing their opinions and their perspective, or just devaluing them in general. You don't realize you're doing that half the time because that was a survival mechanism. That was a defense mechanism that you grew up with, learning how to protect yourself. And then you kind of turn that figure eight around. So you go from having it stolen from you, and then you turn around and do it to other people. So it's like the repeating patterns is what it is. Repeating patterns. So now when you disengage in that and you lock in your vertical figure eight, your vertical infinity, you are now connected to source. You know if somebody's taking your energy, and you stop it because you have that sovereign power to stop it. You've reclaimed your sovereignty. You are responsible for everything that happens to you and in your life. And you know when somebody's trying to take your energy, and you say, heck no, and you put those boundaries up. So that's great. But now you also can give your energy out anytime you want, because you are now connected to the source. So when you, and you can understand this logically, but when you start to feel it, you'll actually start to feel when other people are taking your energy, or when you're deliberately giving people energy by choice, by your own free will. Anyway, I know that's just a quick slam. I know there's a lot of you out there that are really fast learners, and I'm trying to give you some what could be advanced concepts, just like real fast, just throwing them at you. And you're going to get what you get, and it's going to stick, and people are going to see this when they're meant to. But I think where I'm heading with this too is I'm going to start doing kind of like classes or teachings of some sort in videos on one focused topic, instead of covering this, and what. I'm just speaking from the hip right now. I'm speaking freely as if I would like at a lecture or a long workshop. But what I'm telling you is, I thought I just saw a white flash. The orbs are everywhere. There's all kinds of things coming up in my videos. I've had frequencies, I've had fairies, I've had angels, I've had orbs. It's been pretty neat. Anyway, where I'm going with this is I'm going to start doing some Patreon content, and during the focused on one specific topic, I'll do some teachings on it, and then I'll do some specific transmissions and activations. I think that's how I'm going to move forward with the Patreon. And I'm just learning about all this, so be patient with me, because I'm doing a lot right now, and I still got to take care of me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up personal sessions, and I'm going to do it to the end of March. So you can schedule, but they're not at the regular price. Regular price is $95 a session. I did $44 through the equinox, but what I'm going to do is $77 for a session, and you can pay for that through my services page on my website. You can schedule it out into the future if you want, but if you pay by the end of March, you can get the $77 price before they either go back up, or I might take them down, because they are time consuming. And these sessions, there's a lot of it. I give you everything, and it's not just the minute that we're on. I'm preparing in advance. I meditate, I go in, and I prepare myself. And there's, oftentimes the sessions will go at least an hour and a half. So if I'm booking them back to back and whatnot too, we really can't go much more than that, but they have gone more than that. And that's okay. I allow for that time. So, they are energy. It does take a lot of energy is what I'm saying. And when it's over, I'm not just over. I'm still sending you what needs to be sent from my inner self, or what I know might need to be sent energetically. anyhow, that's the update. That's everything. And, you know, if you guys are leaving comments and all that encouragement, I thank you in advance. I'm probably not going to get to answer a lot of them or all of them. I might pop on a little bit tonight, but we'll see where it goes. I'm going to get this video uploaded and probably just detox from technology as much as I can through the weekend. Definitely tomorrow and Sunday I'm taking off, and I'll be back at it on Monday. So if you do set up an appointment or anything too, like I'm not checking any emails this weekend. I'm not doing any work, and I'll be back on Monday. I want to thank you guys again for being here. Thank you for your support. And if there's anything you want to see me discuss or you'd like to see on Patreon as like a lecture or a teaching or a class or a specific transmission of sorts, let me know. And, you know, I do see all the comments. So thank you so much. And I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be safe. And don't panic about the solar flares. Do what you're guided to do, but stay calm. If you start to notice you're getting in a panic mindset, just take a couple breaths, because you're fine. Everything is fine. We're all fine. We're protected. You're guided by spirit. You're fine. All right? This is all for the best, and we'll all be okay. Love you guys. Take care. Namaste.